race fans, welcome back. You're here for the first show. You saw a great 410 wingless show, but now it is time for the little guys. The Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series at Limaland Motorsports Park. Going to be a good one. 16 drivers have checked in. Okay, small technical difficulty there, but we're going to get that fixed. Don't know what exactly was going on there, but let's get that fixed real quick. All right, I am seeing most of the same old names I told you we would see. The Kiwi Conqueror over here, Craig Silby, is in the house. Barrows, Cossack, Gerlach, Brochart, Lynn, Lemon, Borst, Runkle. All the same old suspects. Practice coming to a close. Guys, getting ready to go. Double feature tonight, guys. Double feature. Make sure you say hi in the chat, please. Let us know where you're watching from. If you got a favorite driver, shout them out. If you're on Facebook, come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, follow. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit the subscribe button. You're going to know each and every time we go live. No less than 8 shows per week right now. Drivers on track, you can see. Robert Lynn got the 2-car whipping it around here. He is moving pretty good. Get him going there. He goes to the top, 13-12, then gets way out of shape. Second lap, not going to be nearly as good. Stephen Moore, 12.98. Josh Cossack, 13 flat. There comes Brandon in behind, and he is just a couple of thousandths off of Moore. Borst, Cox, Runkle, Silby still on track. So Silby throwing it deep in the corner here. Craig Silby, 8th quick, 13.10. His lap time. Ryan Hodge on track as well. Hodge all the way out by the fence. Now takes it down to the inside. Hodge 14th quick on lap 1. Let's see if he can improve on lap 2. He's taking a shorter route. Oh, got the car pretty sideways right there. We'll see what it does coming out of 4. He goes across the line. He is quicker, but only 8th quick. So far, DL Lemon, the only car that has not taken time. And I just saw David Krikorian's name pop up. 12.98. 3 drivers at 12.98. The 1,000ths of a second separating them between first and third. So, should be an exciting one if we can get 3 guys to tie it up in qualifying. Mr. Stinson, hello. Indiana, yeah, watch the Hoosier Open Wheel Series. Now you can watch some more open wheels. These the little guys. Had to rush. Zach couldn't cover the first show like normal tonight, so we had to rush through that one. Get over here for this one. Everything looks like it stayed in order. Only the one small. So washed, huh? Well, you know, Hodge, I mean, if you focus on one discipline, you kind of start to get bored. So I don't blame you at all. I'd move around and get in different cars too. I know on Wednesday nights you're going to start seeing UMP modifieds here on the network pretty quick. So, all right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for heat number 1. We'll get down here. We'll take a look at the front row. Look at the guy on the pole. We knew he always liked to be on the pole. It's the girly man, Josh Gerlach, the 71 car. Next to him, J.D. Laird, the 23. Your second row inside, Josh Cossack, 22 car. Next to Stephen Moore, the 96. And the back row of heat number 1, Robert Lynn, the 2 car. Josh Cox in the 95. All 6 drivers made it out. We'll see what O'Gerlach has to say here in a little bit. He don't scare me. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Heat number 1 underway. These guys wasting no time. I like it. I like it a lot. As we head down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. Looks like Laird going to lead lap 1. Gerlach falls into second. Then Cossack, Moore, Lynn, and Cox. Tried to see if we could get the ticker to work across the top so we don't have to focus on our leader, but Laird coming around. 5 to go that time by. They get around here pretty quick. 13 seconds flat. Gerlach trying to run down Laird. He's got Cossack close behind. Then Stephen Moore, Robert Lynn, and Josh Cox. But right now, Laird showing the way, half a second. 3 to go this time by, heat number 1. 3 heats for you. 30-lap feature. Then they will re-rack them. Do it again. Double features. They have a random draw to start the second feature from the finishing order of the first. So, a lot of fun with these guys. They do a lot of fun stuff here. Coming around. Down the front stretch into 1 and 2. White flag. And Laird has led it since the drop. And it looks like he'll pick up the win. Gerlach closed in a little but just couldn't get there. Cossack, Moore, Lynn, and Cox. That's how they're going to run. They ran all the laps in that order. So the track's still looking a little heavy. Not a lot of passing going on. We'll get ready for heat number 2. They're going to line up like this on the pole. The Kiwi Conqueror, the 3 car of Craig Silvey. Next to him, Reed Brochart in the 93. Here's second row. Going to be Billy Barros, the 38. Next to David Krikorian. Krikorian in the 66. And the last row will line up like this. John Borst, the 86, on the inside, the extra live car sitting there. He'll line up next to that Bitcoin machine of DL Lemon, the 14. So they'll drop the lights on the safety vehicle. He'll make the hard left down in turns 3 and 4. Oh, Deadhead, these guys have a blast over here at Netcode. You reach out to Josh Gerlach and talk to him. I'm sure he'll get you hooked up for something. Green flag into the air. Heat number 2 underway. Craig Silvey. Silvey, up and down season. Really has been for him. Real bad at week 1. Turned it around in the second feature. Week 2 was a little better. Had problems in the second feature. And just an up and down type season. But right now, he's out in front of Billy Barros. Barros, always quick. That 38 car. I don't care if he starts 15th in the feature. You don't ever count him out in a 30-lap race. He has got something figured out with the midgets, and he finds a way to be smooth and consistent. He runs a lot of these guys down while they're making mistakes. Running second, Reed Brochart in third. David Krikorian in that 4th spot. Started there, stayed there. Borst and Lemon, 5th and 6th. And Krikorian trying to take a peek on the inside of Brochart. Lost too much momentum down in 3 and 4, but Silvey's got company. Barros just showed him the right front tire down on the inside in 1 and 2. And with 3 to go, Silby's going to have to reach down and find a couple more horsies and put the leather to him to get him out in front and keep him there for 2 more laps. Good battle. Out of 2. That time Barros got a little wide in 1 and 2 and lost about a car and a half. Silby to the white flag. Barros closing in. Once again, Barros with that wide exit of 2, and he loses ground, but he gains it right here in 3 and 4 with a perfect arc. Silby's going to pick up the win. Barros second. Brochart, Krikorian, Borst, and Lemon rounding things out. So 2 in the books, 1 to go in heat race action. We'll get ready to look at the starting grid. Going to line them up like this. The 00. The old Viagra machine of Don Runkle Jr. on pole. Next 2. Ryan Hodge in the 19. The washed up Hodge talking to us into the chat a minute ago. Washed up my foot. Still starting on the front row of the third heat is still pretty good. Thomas Harris, the 51 car, going to start inside row number 2. Next to Tebow Brandon and Kurt Vincent. The 42 car is going to start shotgun on this one. Pace truck heading in already. Green flag coming out. 8 heat race laps to go. Netcode Esport, Mighty Midgets, they are on it. And the washed up Hodge, showing us why the washed up doesn't even closely fit as he jumps straight from the outside of the front row to the lead. Oh, little contact there. A little roundy round we go. Tebow Brandon. He and Don Runkle touched getting into 1 and 2. Brandon does the 360. Stomps on the throttle and keeps it going. Vincent now. Kurt Vincent working to the inside, trying to get around Runkle. Tommy Harris already did that. Harris with a big blink. Hodge 1.1 seconds out in front, streaking away from these guys. You can see the gap that he's built up. Harris second, Runkle third, Vincent fourth, and Brandon running these guys back down. That 360 slowed him up, but he is catching the back of this heat race field again. Going to run out of laps, I think, before he can get there. But may have to watch the 49 car in the feature because he was making up ground here. He'll make some up in that feature. Inside 3 to go. Hodge out in front. You heard him hit the chip getting into 3 right there. Now down to 2 to go. Harris, Vincent, Runkle still through the 4th. And now you can start to see Brandon creeping back in, but the white flag is in the air for Ryan Hodge. And if he can keep it squared up, well, he made me a little nervous on that exit, but if he can keep it squared up right here and get through 3 and 4 without incident, he'll win Heat 3. Harris second, Vincent third, Runkle fourth, and Tebow Brandon catching the guys at the back, but he does come home 5th in the heat. So heat racing action has come to a close. They'll give the guys a couple of minutes of warm-up. While they're doing that, let's go play the bill pay game. Be back in just a moment.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All righty. Going to be time to go here. Drivers just getting in a little bit of last-minute practice. They're getting the track worked in pretty good, it looks like. Starting to widen things out. We like to see them get up the hill here. A lot of banking in this track. And we really like to see them get up the hill here, so... Feature number 1 coming up. Guys, don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're over on YouTube, Twitch, or Trovo, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, come by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, and follow. You'll get to know every single time we go live. From here till probably the end of the year for sure. Looks like we're going to have probably 8 shows from Sunday through Thursday. Watching Reed Brochart right there. A few laps. Craig Silby quickest in that practice session. Tebow Brandon. I told you we might have to watch this guy. He's up to second quick here in the practice session. Had some unfortunate contact there in his heat race, but he was running the back of that heat race field down. Just ran out of laps before he could make up any ground enough to make up any positions, that is. But, so starting at the back of this one, we're going to see if he can come from about 16th. See where Brandon ends up. Now quickest into the session, 12:72. Do not forget, Sunday night Midwest Dirt Series back on the track. Street stocks. They will kick off at 8 Eastern. Zach Krieger should have the call on that one. And then the Down Dirty Outlaws will be the 8:30, 8:45-ish start for those guys with a 360 wing sprint cars. So 2 shows for you Sunday. All right, practice session over before feature. 30 laps coming up on the board. We are going to jump down here and take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's 30-lap A main. It's going to be J.D. Laird and Craig Silby on the front row. That should be a heck of a battle. Figure out who's going to grab the lead there. Ryan Hodge and Josh Gerlach in row 2. Billy Barros and Thomas Harris in the third row. Josh Koshik and Reed Brochart will make up a row number 4. The fifth row, Kurt Vincent inside, Stephen Moore outside, then David Krikorian and Don Runkle inside and out in row number 6. Row 7, Robert Lynn and John Borst, and then the aforementioned Tebow Brandon inside row number 8 next to Josh Cox. Bright blue car at the back there has shown moments where he can come forward. We'll see if he can bring the 95 a little bit closer to the front before the end of this thing. And then the 14 of DL Lemon will start in the 17th and final starting position. Something wrong with Hodge's car, though. Mr. Wash is going to miss the start, it looks like. Maybe he'll jump in chat and tell us what's going on with the 19 car, because it looked to me like he was on the grid, and then all of a sudden he was gone. I don't see him lined up in the pits. I don't see him anywhere. But we are getting ready to go green. Gerlach and Silby now, 1-2.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. We are started. Silby off the top side, got his hands full. Gerlach stays side by side. Well, that lap went to Gerlach. Silby was second. You know, I said it earlier when he had the pole for the heat race. Oh, Gerlach, that's twice tonight. He's been on the pole. So we get to chat with him at the end of this thing. We're definitely going to talk to him about that. He's got to stop. This is a family-friendly channel. He can't keep doing that. Caution behind. Let's go see if it's Cossack. Cossack right there. The black 72 car. Oh, yeah. Looks like Barros down the hill. Cossack probably didn't see him coming down 360. He's going to keep it going. I don't know if there's suspension damage or not, but that was in front of the field, so. Right now, Silby, Gerlach, Harris, Barros, Laird, Brochart, Krikorian, Runkle, Lynn. And Brandon, let's see where he is going to shake out. He is going to shake out in that 10 spot. 5 spots already picked up for the 49 car. And Josh Cox has picked up 5 spots. He went from 15th to 10th, or 11th, 16th to 11th, excuse me. As the lights go off on the pace vehicle, we get ready to go green again. The long line of cars. And for such small cars, they do make a long line. When you get them out there nose to tail, they'll come out of 4. Silby,
Flag, green flag.
the Kiwi Conqueror, to the throttle, green flag in the air. Down the backstretch, watching our top 3 right here. Tommy Harris. Down the bottom. Really working hard to keep the 51 car pointed the right direction. Billy Barros working the top. Went into the middle in 1 and 2 and then came out on top. This time goes in the middle, comes out on the bottom. And he's gotten around J.D. Laird. Hodge still not on track, so I don't know what happened to the 19 car. Hoping he drops by the chat to let us know what's up with that, but it is Silby out in front. Gerlach still hanging on to second. Barros, the final podium spot. Those 3 have a pretty good gap between Laird and Harris battling for 4th and 5th. And then Brochart and caution again. This time I think DL Lemon is going to die on the track right here. Lemon, the 14 car. Oh, he might have a little help. Right rear to left rear, and yeah, going to spin him a little bit. He's able to keep it going. Able to get the 14 car rolling again, so he'll get to continue. "22 laps remaining. Second caution of the evening. Maybe 23 to go. It'll be 22 when we get the green. Lights will look like they're off already. Silby, Gerlach, Barros, Harris, Laird, Brochart, Brandon, Krikorian, Runkle, and Lynn, the top 10. And the lights stay on the pace truck for one more lap. Getting everybody rounded up. This time, green out of 4. 22 laps to go.
Green, green, green.
Silby on the throttle. Back to it. Gerlach had company for a split second. Barros looked to the inside. He goes back there again, down in 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Gerlach's going to hang on by about a car length at the line. Starting to get tight. Second and third. Fourth is now in here. Here comes fifth, J.D. Laird. He looked to the inside, tiny tap. Laird's going to go around. That's your caution. There's your caution for that one. We were watching what happened. We don't need to go back. He had a little bit of contact with Harris as they came out of 3 and 4. So that'll move Laird all the way to the back. Maybe quick caution. We'll see down here. Pace truck already by. Looks like the lights might be off. Hard to say. Nope, staying on. Gonna go around one more time. All right, pace truck is in, ready for Silby to find the throttle. He does, back underway. Through 1 and 2, Gerlach there. Here comes Barros, having his hands full right now with Tommy Harris and Tebow Brandon. 10 Spy, told you we're going to have to watch that guy. And sure enough, Brandon already working his way up here. He's now up to 4th. Got his sights set on the 38 of Barros. He's going to go right back to the basement in 1 and 2. Good bite there. Give him the spot going into 3 and 4. Can he hang on through the exit? Gets the car up there. Move Brandon 12 spots to the positive as he is up to a podium now and looking to go for more here. To the inside, shows Gerlach. He's there. Gerlach, no choice but to give up the spot. And if he doesn't get down off that line, I think he's going to give up 3rd. As Barros was trying to get there. So it's still Silby, Brandon, Gerlach now in 3rd. And Gerlach's got his hands full as we catch caution again. This is going to be John Borst. The 86 of Borst right here. And I think he's just going to have contact, casual contact with the car on the outside. That's Runkle. Oh, he checked up and got pushed around from behind. So he thought Runkle was going to lose the handle on it. And he got a little bump from behind. That might have been Brochart that bumped him from behind right there. So we're going to slow things down with 14 to go. But things shook up at the front. As now it's Silby, Brandon, Gerlach, Barros, Krikorian, Harris, Lynn, Runkle, Brochart, and Cossack, the top 10. Ready to go back to green. 14 laps remaining. Just past the halfway point. Silby back on the throttle. Through 1 and 2. Single file through the top 6, 7. Krikorian now looking to make work on Barros here, but he couldn't get there down the bottom. Barros had the door shut. Krikorian tried to stick his foot in it. Just didn't work out. He's not done yet. He is going to go right back after the 38. Trying to get out of 4 and find some bite, and he cannot do it. But I'll tell you who's starting to struggle a little bit, and that's the guy in the 71. Gerlach seems to be having some problem getting off the corners here. Now seems like he may have a handle back on the 71 car, but he gave up a lot of space a couple of laps ago. Barros, Krikorian still going at it side by side. Silby and Brandon 1-2, and they're separated by 7/10 of a second. Best battles right here. There goes Gerlach to the very top. Barros moved to the inside, and Krikorian went way down. He got the front end off the ground, really had to jump off the throttle. And now it's a battle for the final podium spot. Barros looks like he gets around through the middle, and he is going to grab the spot away from Gerlach. Caution, we'll see. Kosick maybe this time. Kosick right there. Once again, he got spun around early in this one. Now he's going to find the fence. Oh, yeah, that car's upside down. There's your caution. He almost got clipped right there. So we just broke under the 10 to go mark. Going to be 8 to go when we get the green. Silby, Brandon, Barros, Gerlach, Krikorian are the top 5, and it's been a pretty good battle, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Barros had just taken the spot away from Gerlach when the caution came out. Harris, Lynn, Runkle, Laird, Brochart, Moore, Cox, Lemon, and Vincent, and then John Borst. The last running car on track. That's 15 drivers still in the fight. So Silby ready to bring us back to the green. 8 laps remaining.
Green flag, green flag.
Back underway. Top 3 getting away pretty clean. 4th place Gerlach goes to the bottom, finds tires. He's around, and there's your caution. So Gerlach got down on the inside. He's going to find a tire right close to the exit of 1 and 2 right there. That left front hit that just right, lifted that car up, put all the weight on the right rear, and around she went. So he's going to move all the way to the back. He'll be right in front of Kosick. Kosick not on the lead lap, I don't think. No, he is 1 lap down. As we'll get ready to go back to the green with just 7 laps remaining. Silby once again on the throttle. Top 4 pretty square. Robert Lynn went after 5th place. Tommy Harris right at the restart. Couldn't make that happen. Now Lynn making another bid to go after it. Harris fighting back off the middle of the track, just above the line that Lynn is running, and he's able to get momentum on the exits. So he'll take the spot back away. Brannon up 13 spots from where he started. Trying to get after the Kiwi Conqueror. They're going to be down to 3 laps to go, and Silby's starting to inch away. Barros trying to close in. See if he can grab second away from Thibaut Brandon. Top 3 really have broken away. There's about 8 car lengths between 3rd and 4th. Krikorian got around Harris. Few laps before that last caution, and now he's starting to get away from the 5th place car, but not closing in on the front. We're down to the white flag. Netcode Esports Mighty Midgets around at Limaland coming to a close, and the Kiwi Conqueror through 3 and 4. He's going to see the checkered flag first. Thibaut Brandon and Billy Barros. 2nd and 3rd. Then it's Krikorian and Harris 4th and 5th. So good run for Brandon. I talked about that before we went into the feature, that he may have a chance to make some noise and come forward in this thing, because I saw some speed out of that car in his heat race, and he did exactly that. 13 positions improved. Hard charger for the evening and a top 2 finish. So when we get ready to talk to him, as we get down here, take a look at Billy Barros' car. Well, let's see if we can find the guys in the waiting room anywhere. Brandon is there. We know that old Craig's going to be in here. somewhere. There's old Craigie Craig. And Billy Barros. Let's get Billy up here and talk to Billy first. Billy Barros, got a copy.
Hey, Roger, I got a copy.
Well, man, yeah, pretty good run for you. A couple of spots from where you started. You come up and you get that thing on the podium. Tell us about the feature run, because I saw a lot of guys challenging for a lot of spots out there.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun and a lot of mixed action there. I had some really good battles with Josh. I was sorry to see him disappear behind me there in one of those last cautions, but we had a lot of fun going side by side. And yeah, I just couldn't quite get enough to get onto the second spot there before we ran out of laps. But I had a lot of fun getting it back up to third.
Yeah, it looked like the track changed quite a bit from the heat races through the feature. And I know the guys went out and worked in the warm-up session, but that line that you kept running where you were going in kind of in the middle and getting way wide in turn 2, was the benefit of that, and was it helping you get that run down the backstretch?
I think it was, yeah. And in the heat races, I have this bad habit of following Craig around, apparently. But congratulations to him again on the win, first of all. But yeah, those lines, I really like to throw it into the corner. I think I'm a little bit more of a blind luck person than some of these guys who are a little more controlled. But it seems to work. It seems to stick in the middle, and I can get a little grip and drive it out and try to chase them down.
Well, an awesome run. You're on the podium here. Give us some shout-outs and some thank yous, and we'll let you get ready for the next one.
Absolutely. Thanks again to Josh and Robert for putting this thing together every week. It's been so much fun, and happy to be a part of it. And thanks to you, Roger, and Dirt Racing Network for covering these. I've enjoyed checking them out after the races and seeing all the other action on the track.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and congratulations. We'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Yeah, thanks, Roger.
Billy Barros finishing third. Let's get ready, and we're going to go chat with our second place driver here in 1 second. That's going to be Tebow Brennan, and we got some questions for this guy. He's going to pick up the hard charger for the evening. He started deep in this one after problems in his heat race. And I said it then, and I don't know who was paying attention, but Tebow Brennan charged through the field. I saw the speed. I said he had a shot to do it. He comes up one spot short of making me look like a complete genius, but he didn't make me look like a total idiot either. Tebow, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Man, you had a hell of a run out there. Started 15th. After bad luck in your heat race, and you come home second. What'd you have to do to get that thing so quick and try to run down Silby?
Yeah, I can't complain with the performance setup tonight. Track was good. Yeah, bad luck early in the night. Obviously, that sucks for anybody. I knew I was going to be fast on the bottom, and I was just hoping that it would be able to last. And I got through the field pretty quick, but once I got up to the 3 car, he had just enough to keep me off of his out of his mirror, so to speak. So he got good restarts. I didn't feel like I got great restarts, but I can't complain, man. I haven't raced with these guys before, so I was really just coming in here to race with some respect, and yeah, shout out to the league, and not bad for a first timer so far.
Yeah, no, impressive performance and double feature, I think, tonight. I don't even know where we're going for the second one. I forgot to ask when I came through the door. I was running late. But yeah, to come in here with this bunch, and I don't know if you know a lot of these guys or not, but we've been covering them their whole season. Come in here and jump up on the podium like this. Pretty impressive run. Like I said, if you go back and watch the show, when you were in the heat race, you ran those guys down after you got turned around. And I think if you'd had a couple more laps, you probably could have got a top 3 out of that. I said then, better watch this guy in the feature, and you did not disappoint. So give us any of your sponsors or anybody else you want to shout out before we let you go and prepare for the second race, man.
Nobody to shout out other than my wife for letting me leave an awkward dinner party early to come out here and race.
Well, she's absolutely a keeper, and it's a good thing you said wife, because if you'd have said girlfriend, I'd have said you got to get a ring if she lets you leave a dinner party to come home and race, man. Good on you.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Tebow Brandon finishes second. Awesome run for that guy. Now, we love talking to this guy. He's one of my favorite guys to interview anyway. I like talking to all of our brothers from down under. He comes in, conquers the field again, and I guess he kind of has taken to the nickname because he's run like a champ ever since we hung it on him. Craig Silby, how you feeling tonight, buddy?
and tired. That was hard work trying to stay ahead of Bo and Billy there. Those guys pushed me every lap.
Yeah, it looked like you didn't make it look super easy, but you made it look easy enough. Great restarts, and it was just enough to keep you out front. How was the track tonight, and where were you finding the best places?
Oh, I was just really trying hard to aim for. There was a strip through the middle that I was aiming for every lap, and it was getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And I was like, oh man, hopefully we get to the end before I run out of track. And with the restarts, I was trying my hardest to start from the same place every time, so that it was fair for everyone. And yeah, we got it done.
Well, like I said, we hung the name the Kiwi Conqueror on you a few weeks ago, and since then, you've kept this thing up on the podium. I guess we're going to have to keep it around, eh?
Oh, mate, yeah, I'll have to try and find somewhere to put it on my car, I think. And yeah, I wish I could do a bit better in the non-wing sprint cars. That didn't go so well earlier, but never mind, we'll keep trying. And yeah, looking forward to the next one.
All right, man. Well, some shout-outs, some thank yous. We know we got a second feature getting ready to go, so you do that, and we'll let you head out.
Thanks, Rod. Thanks, Rogers, and the Dirt Racing Network for sending this around the world for everyone to see live. That's pretty amazing. And Netcode Esports for putting it on. Josh and Rob and them, and they do a great job, and they collect up a great field of drivers. There's always lots of respect, and we all race hard and clean, and it's just good fun every time.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Good luck in race number 2, and we'll look forward to seeing you back on the podium, buddy.
Thanks, mate. See you soon.
Craig Silby, the Kiwi Conqueror, picking up the win in feature number 1. Let's look at our results real quick. Silby, Brandon, Barros, 1, 2, 3. Then Krikorian in 4th, and Harris was 5th. Lynn in 6th, Laird at 7th. 8th was Moore. Cox 9th. Lemon 10th. And Lemon started dead last, I think. I think he started 16th or 17th in this thing. So good run for him, 7 spots. Josh Gerlach, man, ran in the top 3 all night long. Tough go there with about 4 to go. Maybe 5, and he ends up finishing 11th. Vincent 12th, 13th to Brochart. Runkle 14th, Bors 15th, Cossack 16th, and Hodge missed the start, gets scored in the 17th. Feature number 2 going to be coming up here in just a couple months. What we're going to do is we are going to put up our banner. We are going to cut some of the sound. I'll play some music for you guys while we get ready to transfer sessions. But a second feature, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a couple of moments. Enjoy all of the tunes until we come back. Okay, getting ready for feature number 2, guys. Fixing the track up just a little bit. They went out and worked the surface between the 2 features. Right back here at Limaland Motorsports Park. We have the lineup, and we will go and take a look at it. And I'm going to have to read it to you guys. Sorry. It will be Cox and Lynn on the front row, then Harris and Sylvie row 2. So Sylvie got a chance to go back-to-back. Barros and Brochart in row 3. Krikorian and Gerlach row 4. Laird and Moore row 5. Brannon and Lemon in row 6. So Brandon closer to the front on the start this time. Maybe see Thibaut Brandon pick up his first win in the series. Then Vincent and Borst will be row 7. Row 8, Runkle and Cossack. And then Hodge scheduled to start last in this one. I don't know. I didn't see Ryan Hodge's name. I think we lost a couple of those guys. So some of that may get shuffled up. Regardless, it's 40 laps, 30 laps, one more time for these guys. Appreciate everybody sticking around. Thanks for hanging tight with us. 30 more feature laps for you guys. And then we will be done for the week. A lot of fun. A quick reminder, Sunday night, back-to-back shows. Midwest Dirt Racers and their street stocks coming back for the 2022-2023 winter-spring season. And then the Down and Dirty Outlaws 360 Sprint Car Series. Those shows at 8 Eastern and about 8:45 Eastern, respectively. They will overlap each other a little bit, but make sure you tune in. Split screen us. It doesn't matter. Zach Krieger will be calling the Midwest guys, and I will be back for the Down and Dirty Racers as practice session now has come to a close, and it is time for us to look at the starting line. This is not going to be right. Somehow I don't think this is the right one. Let me go have another look. No, it is. It's Josh Cox and Robert Lynn. Okay, so that's going to be perfect. Cox and Lynn on the front row. Harris and Sylvie row 2. Barros and Brochart row 3. Krikorian and Gerlach row 4. Laird and Moore row 5. Brandon and Lemon in row 6. Borst and Runkle in row 7. And Cossack scheduled to start on the back. And that's how they're going to line up, exactly like that. So Sylvie won the first feature. He's going to start outside row number 2. Brandon was second. And he is going to start 11th. He started 16th in the first feature, so not quite as many places for him to